Hey guys, it's Oliver Mathieu here. I am in the kitchen today because I have heard this really weird thing. Apparently, cheese makes your dreams go funny. You might have weird dreams, might have nightmares, you'll remember them a lot better. And recently, I have not had really good sleeps where I have remembered anything. So I decided I'm going to do this. So what I'm going to do for a few nights, I'm going to try different cheeses. And then in the morning, I'm going to report about what the dreams were, if I did remember anything, if anything weird happened, if I became scared shitless, whatever. And then my little sister here, Jade,
Hello.
Kaya, whatever you want to call yourself, with the one with the black hair, the lame one. I'm the cool one. She's just filling up her hot water bottle because she doesn't have an electric blanket. Poor. Just kidding. Hot water bottles are like the best ever. Like, your feet are just so warm.
It depends where you put it. That seems good.
Do you put it on your back? Do you lie on it? Or do you put it...
I don't lie on it because I'm scared it'll just like pop or something.
Do you put it on top of you? You put it on top of you? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Put it on top of me.
Oh, so you just lie your feet on it. Steamy. Steamy.
I'm steaming.
Anyway, so tonight I'm going to be testing it out with some tasty cheese. Yes, it is already open. Don't judge me because, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do. And, you know, this is for the whole family, not just me. I don't live alone, obviously. Apparently my sister is pregnant. Good times. Anyway, so tasty cheese in the morning. I'll give you an update. Peace. Okay, so I had a couple of weird dreams. They were very, very, very weird, and I will definitely tell you now. They were dreams, not reality. They were dreams, not reality. Okay? Dreams. Dreams, okay? Nothing else. Okay? Just telling you this right now. So I actually had two. First one. So for some reason I was on like vacation or something with my stepdad. We were in like this really flash hotel room. Everything was white and clean and fancy and 5-star and all that stuff like that. And for some reason my stepdad was acting like a little bit weird at night. And there was this guy knocking on the door, and sorry, itchy. And the guy was just like, I'm looking for you. I'm just like, who's that? I was like, because my stepdad was being like, be quiet. And I'm just like, okay, what's going on? And then the guy like slammed the door open. I was like hiding behind like the door, because like it was like the wall was here and the door was here, so like when it hit, it was like a corner, so I was like in that corner. I was like hidden, so he had no idea I was there. And then all of a sudden that guy shot my stepdad. I'm just like, what? Okay. Just letting you know again, this was a dream, not real. My stepdad is still alive. I just saw him like 5 minutes ago. So yeah, it was really weird. I had no idea what was going on. So, like, I don't know what happened. After a while, I started, like, walking over to my mum's house. I don't know how I got from there to whatever. And, for some reason, my mum already found out about it, and it was kind of weird. And, she was just so worried about what was going to happen. Afterwards, and that like, oh my gosh, his last paycheck is coming in and we're going to be poor and broke and stuff. And I'm just like, okay. But while that was happening, I like, you know, apparently had a boyfriend who was really fancy and rich and stuff, and he owned like 2 cars, and he was going to go to some working convention and other things like that. And for some reason we found out where the killer was, and we went to go grab him and capture him. But for some reason we kept him in our house, like trapped for a while, and while my boyfriend, I didn't even know his name, he decided to take him to jail as he was going to the convention. I was like, okay. But then he got lost in the middle of like some restaurant kitchens or something. It was like super big, it was huge, and he was like running around hiding and shit, and I ended up being there myself, and I was finding him as well. And then I was chasing him, and like we went out to like the back area, and it was like a big grass patch. It was like a ladder over a fence and stuff. He like went up the ladder, jumped off, and split. He like, you know, started bleeding everywhere. His skull was like crushed open, and he was dead. And that was a great story. I don't know what that means. If someone knows anything about dreams and what they mean, let me know. That'll be great. The second dream I had, I was in Wellington City. If you guys know Wellington, New Zealand, it is a beautiful place. It is really cool. It is a little bit small, but it's totally worth seeing one time at least in your life. It was like Wellington City, but it was like a mix of that and like and Disney, like the theme parks and stuff, because, you know, I work there, so I know what it's like. And there was like this giant like merry-go-round in the middle of the city, and for some reason I saw one of my friends who works at Disney there, and I'm just like, what are you doing in Wellington? So I was like texting him. I was like, hey, what's up? And he's like, oh, not much, just in town, just chilling, want to hang out? I'm just like, okay, meet at do you want to grab Starbucks or something? And he's like, yeah, sure, I'll meet you on the corner of Willis Street and Lambton Quay. And for those who know where that is, there's like the JB Hi-Fi and the downstairs food place, and yeah, close to the water, close to the libraries and stuff like that. And so we met on the corner, and then we just started walking. We went straight down towards the water, but for some reason, like, what was there was the train station. And we were just like chatting about everything, like blah 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 blah. I can't even remember the actual conversation. All I know is we were just chatting about random shit. And we were like going past the train station. We crossed the road, and if you guys know where the train station is across the road, there is like the McDonald's and everything. But like in between that and the train station, there's like this big, like, it's like a pathway, and there's like not forest, like grass areas and stuff. But on the grass area, there was like this lady who was like, it was kind of like a market, but it was just like a single stall, and it had lots of like greens. So like it had like lettuce, and it had broccoli and stuff like that. And there was like this bottle of green like juice or something. I'm guessing it's like kale juice or something. And my friend went to go buy one, but he was like speaking to them in Spanish. I'm just like, what? I didn't, like, yeah, I couldn't understand a word they were saying, but there was like a little bit of confusion between them two. And like, he was going to get the medium-sized bottle because it was like a small, medium, and large. He was going to get the medium one. It was $5. I don't know why I remember that. And he was holding a $50 note. I don't know why I remember that either. But it was like all crumpled up and really old. It looked gross. But he went to go buy it, but there was like some confusion because they were both speaking Spanish or something. And then yeah. And then they were handing him something else that was green, and he's like, no, I want the bottle. And they're like, oh, okay. And they were like really confused as well. So finally it got sorted out. We were walking off, and I was like, what was that about? He's like, oh, yeah, you know, if you spoke Spanish, she was a drug dealer. I'm just like, what kind of green are you talking about? Anyway, so that was really odd and very confusing. Funnily enough, as I'm recording it's actually my friend's birthday. So, happy birthday if you're watching this. If I upload it the day of me recording it, that would be even better. If not, whatever. And that was really weird. And then we were like walking down, we went down and around and stuff like that. And there were a couple of big yellow buses, like, you know, the ones that you see in like all those movies. There were like yellow buses, and like there was one behind the other. On the first bus, there was one of my friends that I used to study with, who is now at Disney. She saw me and she's like waving. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in ages. I'm just like, hi, I haven't seen you in ages either. And then like, for some reason, the lady who was driving the bus behind was waving at me, thinking I was waving at her. I had no idea who the heck she was, but like, what? And it was kind of weird, and I was talking to my friend, I'm like, I have no idea who the heck that is. And he was like, nope, neither. And it was just really, really weird. And that's when I woke up. So, yeah, it was some great dreams. And I'm sure there's going to be more tonight. So, I'll see you tonight. As you see, I have like a reddish nose. That happens when I start to come down with a cold. Good times. Just before this, I was having a giant sneezer. I feel it's about to start again, so I'm going to make this very quick. Oh my gosh. So tonight I'm going to try having a different cheese and see what happens. Tonight I will be having some camembert. Wish me luck. Okay, so morning 2, after having camembert, it didn't really do much to me. I couldn't remember any dreams. I guess it's just like, because it's a creamy cheese and not a hard cheese. I have no idea. I'm just assuming that it's that. Yeah, literally no dream at all. I mean, I definitely did have a dream. I just can't remember most of it. There was like a little bit and I forgot about it. And I know that I remembered it, but I don't know what I remembered. And it's like one of those like... It's kind of like a remember-all. Like Neville Longbottom's like, I can't remember what I've forgotten, or something like that. And it's basically like that. So, yeah. So, camembert doesn't really give you as much as an effect as solid block cheese that you get from the supermarket, just in the chillers and whatever. So, yeah. This is going to be the end of my part 1 for the cheesy dreams thing. I'll be back in the coming weeks or months because I'm a procrastinator, and you'll be able to see what happens with other cheeses. I don't know what cheese I'm going to have next, but you'll find out. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, yada yada yada, you know the rest. Peace out.